Hello and welcome to day one of the ISSF Junior World Cup here in New Delhi. We're about to get going with our first two finals of the day, two 10-metre air pistol finals for you. First of all, the turn of the women junior, and then later, local time here in New Delhi, 1:15, we'll get going with the men's junior pistol final. Well, namaste and hello to you. My name is Rory McAllister. I'll be your commentator for this final here in New Delhi. The 10-metre air pistol women junior final about to begin. So there's our schedule for the day. Local time here in New Delhi at the moment is just gone 11:30 in the morning. It's actually precisely 11:33. And the next final, as you can see, is the 10-metre air pistol women junior. Then our medal ceremony later on today, 1:15 local time, 10-metre air pistol men junior. That's the schedule for day one. We've got 6 days of competition from today right the way through to next Wednesday. So our distance is 10 metres. The bullseye down the other end, 11.5 millimetres wide. That's the 10 ring. A 10.9 is the highest individual score. And unless we have any shoot-off shots, then 24 shots is the allocation for this final. Well, they've done a great job with the range here at the Dr. Karni Singh shooting ranges. Here's how it finished in qualification earlier today. Not much to separate Chowdhury and Singh, both of the home nation of India. Italy also represented in this final. Alexandra Feit, a very decorated athlete. Plenty of European medals to her name. Now 21, so nearing the end of her junior days. And 2 athletes from the Islamic Republic of Iran. India with 3 athletes and 2 athletes who are individual neutral athletes.
Athletes to the line.
Well, good morning, New Delhi, and welcome to the ISSF Junior World Cup, New Delhi 2025. The time has come to meet the athletes competing in the final of the 10-metre air pistol women's junior event. So get ready to make lots of noise with each and every one of them. Here we go. On firing point H, representing India, Rashmika Sagar.
So the first of our athletes gets their introduction, and it's on firing point H, 17-year-old Rashmika Sagal of the home nation of India. So So the junior Asian champion takes her place. She also has a bronze medal at the Asian Championships. And here's the most decorated athlete in this final, 21-year-old Alexandra Fait. 3 European gold medals. She has 2 silver at European Championships. And also a bronze medal in Hamar at the European Championships as well. So second athlete from India, 19-year-old Mohini Singh, who's on firing point F. She took place in the the Asian Championships, in Shymkent earlier this year, was 11th, so has now made a final at the Junior World Cup. So our first of our 2 athletes from the Islamic Republic of Iran, and this is 21-year-old Fatima Shikari.
On firing point D, representing AIN, Evelina Shen.
And the first of our 3 individual neutral athletes, Evelina Shen, 17 years old, and part of quite a big squad that's come here to this Junior World Cup. 208 athletes make a start at this ISSF Junior World Cup. Big cheers and support for another athlete from the home nation, 20-year-old Vanshika Chowdhury.
On firing point B, representing the Islamic Republic of Iran, Parima Amiri.
Second athlete from the Islamic Republic of Iran, Parima Amiri, 17 years old.
And on firing point A, representing AIN, Alexandra Tikhonova.
And the final athlete to be introduced, 18-year-old Alexandra Tikhonova. She was 30th in Ningbo at the ISSF World Cup a few weeks ago, so certainly knows what it's like to be on a big world stage. And here's Raja Faisal of the United Arab Emirates, our jury member in charge.
Take your position.
So Vedant Bach, who is our CRO from India, has just given the athletes their signal to take their positions.
Minute preparation and sighting time. Start.
So the 5 minutes of preparation and sighting time has now begun, which is customary for a final such as this. So there is Vedant Bart. We worked together 11 months ago when we were here for the ISSF World Cup final. It does seem like in some ways that I never left. Even when they were checking my visa, they said, oh, it's almost still valid from last year. Hello, my name is Rory McAllister. I'll be your commentator for this final today. Not just this one, the next one coming up and over the next 6 days as well. So thank you very much for joining us on ISSF TV. If you're joining us on YouTube, then you can like and subscribe to the channel. That way, not only do you get the broadcasts of the finals themselves, but also all of our content and interviews. Likewise, if you're on Facebook, you can like the video and please make your comments as well. If you're on YouTube, then join in on the live chat as well. It's always nice to hear from you. There's some QR codes just to help you out. Instagram and Facebook. Just point your phone or tablet, use your camera, hold it over the QR code and you can follow the yellow link through. And just to make life nice and easy and simple for you.
During the presentation, but I want you to keep it going throughout this final. Show your support for the athletes. Let the world hear you. We are broadcasting live.
So the first then of our introductions. We've got firing point A, and this is Alexandra Tikhanova, now 18 years old.
He's rubbing your back. There we go. So Rory is the commentator. So we're live. We'll have interviews with the medalists.
Well, she was 30th in Ningbo just a few weeks ago at the ISSF World Cup. And a very successful World Cup as well. I've heard many good things about it. And we've had a great start here in New Delhi as well. The Indian people and also the members of the National Rifle Association of India always do such a great job to welcome us here, and we've been very much looked after. So on firing point B, just taking a quick look at Paramara Imari, 17 years old, from the Islamic Republic of Iran, the first of two athletes representing that country in this final. And Vanshika Chowdhury, the weight of a nation on her shoulders, now 20 years old, so nearing the end of her junior days. She has a gold medal from the Asian Championships. That was in the 10-metre mixed team in Shymkent earlier this year, 2025.
Okay, this might be a silly question, but who's here for India? Okay. Iran, Italy.
And second athlete.
You've got to work harder, okay? Of course, show
AIN,
all of the athletes celebrate
Evelina Sheen, 17 years old,
We are just about 1 minute 30 seconds.
and part of a fairly hefty squad who have come here to New Delhi to compete at this ISSF Junior World Cup.
Single shot days. Those single shots have to be fired on command in a time of 50 seconds. After every 2 single shots, one of these athletes will leave the competition, unless.
So second athlete from Islamic Republic of Iran. This is 21-year-old Fatima Shakari. I've seen her in many finals before, nearing the end of her junior days. And she has real good control over that pistol, as you can see. And another athlete from the home nation of India. This is 19-year-old Mohini Singh. She was 11th at the Asian Championships in Shymkent earlier this year. That was in the 10-metre women junior air pistol event.
30 seconds.
And she is the second athlete from India of 3 to be represented in this final. And here's Alessandra Veit. Now 21 years old, 3 European Championship gold medals, 2 silver European Championship medals, and a bronze medal from Hamar as well at the European Championships back in 2022. A very decorated athlete, very promising, very talented. And if it all goes to form, then Alessandra should go well in this final. She did qualify in 3rd place on a total of 573. So Rashmika Sahgal is the 3rd athlete from India, and she is the current Asian champion. So she should also go well in this final. Sonia Rai has the responsibility as coach. She'll be looking after Rashmika today. So India, 3 athletes in this final. And a reminder that India hold the world record as well. Manu Bhaker, back in 2019, so that record has stood for almost 6 years now. Manu Bhaker had such a prolific Olympic Games last summer with those 2 bronze medals, and is, well, just an absolute legend already here in Indian soil. So that concludes our 5 minutes of preparation and sighting time. And now 4 minutes 10 is now loaded to the clock for this first series of 5 shots. So there's Viran Bhatt of India, who's our CRO, and sitting next to him, that's Jamie Stangroom of Great Britain, who will be our announcer for all of the finals throughout this ISSF Junior World Cup. So here we go, 10.9 is the highest individual score. Will we be graced with that score this final or any others inside this Dr. Kani Singh finals hall? So 2 series of 5 shots, and then we move to individual shots, and the first elimination comes up after shot 12. And what our athletes will be aiming for here is, they'll certainly be aiming for a total over 50 if they can get it. Anything over 51.5, they're doing very well. If we get anywhere near 52, then that's very impressive. So a big occasion for these junior athletes as well, because not only do you get the stars of the future, I mean, they're also stars of today. But in terms of just competing in a competition like this isn't like competing down your local club. It's also really not even the same as any regional competitions, unless it's a big one. This is an international competition, so you're out there under the lights, in front of the TV cameras, and the pressure is completely different. So 10.6 from Sheen. So just looking at Parima Imari on firing point B. Very impressive technique as well for a 17-year-old, such good control. You see, just trying to hold that pistol so still. And it's not just the physical side as well, particularly with pistol shooting. Rifle, the suit is there to help you, but with pistol shooting, it's just you, your body, your mind, and for some, even their soul. And breath control, so important. You just see the tip of that pistol as well, just wavering around as the athletes just make those minor adjustments to try and hit the very center of that target. So Alessandra Fight is the first to complete. Still 1 minute 20 left on the clock. Fight with a total of 48.8. And that's a great final shot from Shane. 10.5, a decent total, 51, almost 51.5. Like I was saying a few seconds ago, anywhere near that total, and you really would be expecting to be leading. Chowdhury finishes on a final of 49.1. Great final shot though. Take that confidence into the next 5-shot series. And that's all our athletes now complete. So we've got another 5-shot series still to come. If you have just joined us, welcome along. It's day 1 of the ISSF Junior World Cup, live for you here in New Delhi. Well, no surprise really. With a score like that, 51.3, you'd expect to be leading a competition of this standard at an ISSF Junior World Cup. The gap already 2.1 between first and second. Will that gap be closed? A 0.1 gap between second and third, so still fairly close there. So now the second series of 5 shots. Again, another 4 minutes 10 is loaded to the clock. So can Sheen keep up this form? 51.3, very high total. Bear in mind, she's only 17 years old. .7 as our opening shot in this second series of 5. Just stamping her authority already on this final. Chowdhury with a very decent 10.6. And Alessandra Fight just struggling a little bit, just taking a look down at the monitor. Big intake of breath as well, just trying to get that breath control back in the zone. Just resets, goes again. The 3-time European gold medalist. Worth keeping an eye on this athlete here, Sagal, left-handed, and the current Asian champion. Well, I've seen some blinders in my time, but that one's really small. But if it works, just covering that non-dominant eye. Amiri first to finish in this second series of 5. Meanwhile, Shane, who was leading after the first series of 5, will be looking to try and capitalise on that first series total. She hit 51.3. It's currently on 40.9 in this series. And 1 shot to go. So there's a decent chance of making it over the 100-point marker. And does indeed, a 10.2 on that final shot, a total of 102.4. So that first series from the leader was 51.3. That second series just slightly lower, 51.1. To give a total of 102.4. A very impressive start. Meanwhile, Alessandra Veit, who I expected to go quite well in this final, perhaps just body clock not quite adjusted, who knows, having travelled from Italy. 95.1 is the total for the 3-time European champion. So you can see there where the athletes have to literally toe the line. And they can't encroach over that line. That would be against the rules. And you can see there with the measuring tape as well, just to make sure their feet are in the right place. Balance is just absolutely key. You don't have your balance right in any shooting discipline, you're not going to do very well at all. So that lead has increased. Wow, already after 2 series of 5, that's very impressive. A 4.8 gap up at the top between first and second. Still some narrow gaps between second and third, and for the rest of the way down towards 7th place, and that 2.0 gap between 8th and 7th. So single shots now, this is where it all gets serious. Our first elimination coming up after shot 12. That's for 8th place.
For the next competition shot, load, start.
So that there is the start command. The pressure now on. There's some nervy shots in the 9 and 8 rings. Some high 8s though from Alessandra Veit, an 8.9. Just going to need to improve though. She's to bolster her medal chances. So shot number 11 is done and dusted. The next one now is for the first elimination. There's a gap at the bottom between 7th and 8th, 1.2, and Alessandra Veit of Italy, currently in 7th place on 104.0. She's 2.3 behind 6th place, and the 3-time European gold medalist is now fighting to stay in this ISSF Junior World Cup final on day 1, the opening day of competition.
So this is now shot number 12, and it could decide 8th
So the gap is 1.2 between 7th and 8th. There's a tie for 4th, a gap of 0.1. The smallest gap you can have between 6th and 4th. So this scoreboard could still change around. But bear in mind, though, Alessandra Fight is 2.3 behind in 7th place. Let's see what happens. Well, a decent shot from the Italian, 10.2. Down the other end as well from Tikhonova, a flat 10. Which isn't going to be good enough to keep her in this final. So the gap goes to 1.4, and we have our first elimination from this final on firing point A. So Alexandra Tikhonova, 18 years old, competed in Ningbo at the World Cup a few weeks ago, and therefore has been congratulated by her coach. And that's a great achievement to get to a final at an ISSF Junior World Cup, especially on the back of coming from the People's Republic of China just a few weeks ago. So she was 30th in Ningbo, has now finished 8th at a Junior World Cup here in New Delhi. So we have 7 athletes left. The 3-time European gold medalist Alessandra Fight has a fight on her hands. So Shane at the top, now with a gap of 4.5. The 17-year-old on firing point D is absolutely bossing this final.
For the next competition shot, load, start.
So 3 athletes from India remain, 2 from the Islamic Republic of Iran. And we now have 1 athlete who's an individual neutral athlete who's leading this competition. Opens up with a 9.5 on shot 13. Take her lead to 130.9. The 17-year-old Sheen doing so well. Almost in cruise control. Well, shot 13 sets up the next elimination shot for 7th place. So Alessandra Fight, representing Italy on firing point G, just looks down at the monitor and I think is also just examining her own performance so far. Loads the pellet into the pistol. Has managed to close the gap though to 0.5 and is now fighting to try and stay in this final. Pressure is on the Italian. So 50 seconds to decide whether she stays or goes. To an 8.9, is it going to be good enough? It doesn't look like it. Chowdhury with that 9.1, already that's higher. So Alessandra Fight inserts her safety flag. There's still 1 shot to go. So the crowd just going silent there again. Very respectful of that because there was still that shot still to go. So Alessandra Fight representing Italy, 21 years old. Well, it'd be a disappointing final from her standards. And I think the disappointment, is there to see. But she'll be back, I'm sure. Still already has so many medals to her name. So Alessandra Fight has left now on 7th place. We have 6 athletes left. There's still a gap at the top of 4.3. The 17-year-old Sheen just absolutely bossing this one. And still 3 athletes from the home nation of India. So India still there in with a shout for a medal on day 1, this opening day of the ISSF Junior World Cup, live for you here in New Delhi 2025.
Stop.
Well, some great scores there. The highest was a 10.7. We had two 10.5s, but that 10.7...
Moving now to our next elimination shot.
Leading really since the very first shot, and that lead has once again increased. It's now 5.2, the difference between first and two athletes tied in second.
What a terrific performance so far from Evelina Shane. 17 years old, a gap of 5.2 when we're just coming up for elimination of 6th place. I mean, to be that far in front this soon, it really is her final to lose. And that last shot, 10.7, just says it all, really. So a tie for second. It's quite close. And a tie for 5th. So the rest of this final certainly has some development still left in it.
For the next competition shot, load.
India came into this final with 3 athletes, 3 medals available. So shot number 16, this is to decide 6th place. So Chowdhury just so still there, started to waver around, just making those adjustments. Has managed to hit a 10.5. Really impressive from Chowdhury. A 9.7 from Singh. And a tie for 5th.
Stop.
And now the scoreboard adjusted. There is that gap then of 0.8. So Mohini Singh is the first athlete from India to leave this final. 19 years old, she was 11th in the Asian Championships in Shymkent earlier this year. That was in the 10-metre women junior air pistol. And I'm sure she'll be back to represent herself and her nation in another final. But for today, it's 6th place for Mohini Singh. So 2 athletes from the home nation remain, and Vashika Chowdhury, with that very impressive high 10 shot a few moments ago, can she take that confidence now forward into this next elimination phase over these next 2 shots? She's 1.1 behind in 5th place. And meanwhile at the top it's still Evelina Sheen who continues to lead. Her total is 161.8.
Start.
So the crowd now starting to increase the noise. It'll certainly get an awful lot louder if India progress now onto the medal stages. And Sargal, the current Asian champion, is currently in the bronze medal position as it stands. So Chowdhury now 2.1 behind in 5th place and goes into another elimination battle. This shot now for 5th place.
For the next competition shot, load.
2 athletes from the home nation remain. The Asian champion in 3rd place, just 0.2 behind. So as those 4 athletes grouped together. Meanwhile, for Rashmika Sahgal, who is the Asian champion, it's a very lonely existence. She's down on firing point H all by herself. Sahgal, that last shot, a 10.3. Chowdhury with a 10.8. And well, the leader just shows no sign of wavering at all. The tallest athlete out there, one of the youngest as well, only 17 years old. That's a terrific shot from Evelina Shane. But we have our next elimination in this final. And Vanshika Chowdhury is next to leave. Battled hard, battled well, and inserts her safety flag into her pistol. And the 20-year-old and clearly some sort of communication there with the coach. And she's eliminated anyway, so non-verbal communication is allowed. It's verbal communication that's not allowed in a final like this. But a nice smile and wave to the crowd from Vanshika Chowdhury. And clearly now as well, just some words from the coach to try and go over what happened in those last few moments in that final. But for Vanshika Chowdhury, it's 5th place in this ISSF Junior World Cup here in New Delhi. So 4 athletes left. India still in with a shout of a medal. Sargal, the current Asian champion, is sitting in the silver medal position at the moment. Well, Evelina Shane on 181.5. Is there any chance she will be caught up? Well, a 9.4. That's one of the lowest shots we've seen from Evelina during this final. But still that total of 190.9. And sometimes as well, you see this in a final like this, you see an athlete just streak off into the distance. And then it's a case of just trying to hang on to that lead. So a gap of 5.4, that's fairly sizable. This is pistol shooting though. If this was a rifle final, and that was 5.4, then you just have a bit more of a cushion than perhaps in a pistol final like this. It can still move around. I'm talking about the scoreboard here, and of course the medal positions, but Evelina's been shooting so well. There you can see her in the middle of your screen, just rocking back and forth.
For the next competition shot, load.
Just trying to absorb some of that nervous energy and then convert that into concentrated energy for this next shot. So 2 athletes from the Islamic Republic of Iran now up against each other here in this elimination phase as we move on to the medals. That cheer was for Sargal's shot. Sargal actually only, I think, managed an 8.7, but I think the Indians just cheering because she manages to keep her medal positions. And Parimar Amiri now leaves this final, a cruel place to finish as well, in 4th, just outside the medal positions. And there'll be no place on the podium for her today. But a decent effort from this 17-year-old to come here to India to compete at this ISSF Junior World Cup. So now 2 right-handers versus a left-hander. Rashmika Sargal, who is the current Asian champion, 4.7 behind in second place on a total of 196.2. Just keep an eye as well on Shikari, who's currently in the bronze medal position, because we have 2 shots coming up to decide bronze. 50 seconds back on the clock. So Sargal with another shot in the 9s. It's a 9.8, a 10.2 from Sheena. And a 9.1 from Shikari, just feeling the pressure and the heat. it's very hot outside, temperatures hovering around the early 30 degrees Celsius. Thankfully, here in the finals hall, we've got air conditioning. So here comes our first medal of this ISSF Junior World Cup, live for you here in New Delhi. The home nation guaranteed a medal. What colour will it be? Fatima Shikari, currently in the bronze medal position, is 2.4 behind Rashmika Sahgal, who is the Asian champion, current Asian champion over 10 metres. Well, at 10.4 from the 17-year-old from India. A 9.4 from Sheen and a 10.2 from Shikari, which isn't enough at this stage. She really did need a shot in the 8 or 9s from Rashmika to stand a chance of upgrading from a bronze to a silver. But Fatima Shikari is our first medalist here at this ISSF Junior World Cup here in New Delhi, and it's bronze for the Islamic Republic of Iran. So nearing the end of her junior career, the 21-year-old has just taken the bronze medal. A terrific performance considering that this is her first major final, particularly on an occasion and stage such as this in front of the world. So the battle for gold, and the gap is 4.2. And it's the Asian champion over 10 metres, Sahgal, 17 years old, of India, up against Evelina Chain, who's also 17 years old, who has led this final right from the very start. She opened that first 5-shot series with a 51.3. That second 5-shot series was a 51.1. So Sahgal goes first, and it's a 10. And a 10.2 from Shen, who can now continues to lead this final, a 4.4 gap. And even in a pistol final, is this going to swap round? Is this going to change? Well, they do always say you never know with shooting, but this is looking likely that the gold medalist will be this athlete in front of us. Sahgal is also likely to shoot first. Well, interesting from Evelina, just taking her time to go again. It's a 9.7 from Sahgal. The gap is 5.3, so Evelina just needs a disaster here to lose this gold medal. It's certainly hers for the taking and hers to win, and it's a 10.1, and the 17-year-old is over the line. So Viran Bhatt, our Chief Range Officer from India, has said that the results are confirmed and the results are final. So Evelina Shen is our first gold medalist here at this ISSF Junior World Cup here in New Delhi 2025. A really breathtaking performance, to be honest. An impressive first series of 5 shots of 51.3, then a second series of 5 from 51.1, and then really just showed no signs of taking anything other than a gold medal in this final. Well, for Fatima Shikari, a bronze medal for the Islamic Republic of Iran in her first major international final. And she takes the applause from the crowd, and it's the first bronze of this ISSF Junior World Cup. Massive cheers for Rashmika Sargal, the current Asian champion, takes India's first medal in this ISSF Junior World Cup, and it's silver. And Alina Shen, the 17-year-old, well, just takes it so cool in such style. Bossed this final right from the very, very beginning. So there are the medalists. Evelina Shen, 17 years old, with the gold. The current Asian champion over 10 metres for juniors. Rashmika Sargal for India with their first medal, and it's silver for the 17-year-old. And also a medal for the Islamic Republic of Iran. And Fatima Shikari got over the line to take the bronze at 21 years old. So next final still to come is the 10-metre air pistol men junior. That's at 1:15 local time here in New Delhi. Jamie Stangroom, our announcer, will be back in a few moments with some interviews. We'll catch you later.
Fatima, congratulations, you've just won the bronze medal here, your first ever international event. Did you enjoy the experience?
It was my first final, and I did my best, and I tried to focus on my techniques, and the final I'd get a bronze medal.
You did, and it was a tough final. You were up against a number of Indian athletes in India with a lot of noise, local support. Did that add more pressure on you, or did actually it make it more enjoyable?
It's sometimes it was hard for me, but I tried to focus, and sometimes I couldn't shot very good, but finally I got the third place.
And finally, of course, your career is only just getting started. How important is this medal for your confidence as you look to progress in the sport?
this medal is very important for me, and from now I tried to did my career best, and I try to focus on my focus on my. I try to did my best from now. It was very. This medal is very important for me.
Yeah, well, enjoy it. Congratulations, Fatima. Bronze medal here in New Delhi. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Junior World Cup in New Delhi. How was that experience for you, shooting at an international event in your own country?
It was my first Junior World Cup final, so it was definitely an amazing experience. I would say that it was a different feeling when you were playing final in your own range, but with all of the countries present. So it was awesome.
Yeah, you definitely had a lot of support from the home crowd. Not your first final at an international event. Just last month you had a busy Asian Championship, 2 medals, including gold in this event. You are the junior Asian champion. How important was that for your confidence coming here to your first World Cup?
Definitely, this helped me in playing an experienced final, because if it wasn't had been for that medal, I would have been a little more shaky. And definitely the home crowd, I would say I love all of them because they just rose my confidence up. I could not give up because they did not give up in me. So.
Well, Rashmika, I think it's fair to say they love you too. Congratulations again, and thank you for talking to me.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Well done, Rashmika. Thank you. Congratulations.
take place. This is the medal ceremony for the 10-meter air pistol women's junior event. The medals will be presented by Mr. Kalikesh Singh Deo, President of the NRAI. He is accompanied by Mr. M.S. Bangale, Honorary Secretary of the NRAI. Right.